Dan, it's been a long time since you had something like that. Where do you begin when it's that kind of lopsided and on both ends?
Well, first of all, I don't want to take anything away from BYU. They outworked us. They out-prepared us. They played very well. They got what they wanted. We knew Alex was a great three-point shooter. We gave him threes. We knew Lucas was driving right. He drove right on us all night. We were very poorly prepared, and that's my fault. The team doesn't play that poorly if they're coached well, and I've been soft. And, we just displayed qualities that, good teams don't show. We didn't play hard. We were selfish. Our ball movement was terrible. We took bad shots. It looked like we hadn't practiced today. So that's on me. There's no doubt about it. We got good players. I think they're good guys. I haven't done my job, obviously. Getting beat 30 points, that hadn't happened to us, I don't know. And it shouldn't happen to our program. I'm totally embarrassed. We had great fans here. Our fans have been great to us. I just not sure what to say, James. I'm just totally embarrassed. I'm upset with myself that I allowed this. And again, I say those things, and that takes away from what BYU did. They were well prepared, and they wanted it a heck of a lot more than we did.
Zach, you're on the left. Coach, looking for some positives, and Folly Dante got some good minutes tonight. What did you see from him on the floor that you were impressed by?
Well, it was good just to get him back on the floor. His movement wasn't really good, so you could tell, he'd been out for a while. But he does have a presence in there, and we're going to bring him around slowly. But I wasn't planning. I didn't know when I was going to play him, but he made a point to me, Coach, I'm practicing full speed, and I'm scrimmaging in practice. Why can't I play games? And he's been released for the last few weeks to do that, and I've just been a little hesitant because I think he's important to our team, and it's good to have him back. But we just got to figure out, how those bigs are going to play together, and we didn't guard anybody tonight. We got out rebounded 10. Everything that good teams, they shot 60%. So you're not going to win any games doing that. We got a lot to figure out.
In the back, Matt.
Just kind of touched on it, Dan, but defense more of the worry right now, because it felt like offensively at least you were getting good looks, you just missed.
Well, no, everything's a worry. I didn't like our shot selection. Yeah, we missed some good ones, but after you take 4 or 5 bad ones, it's hard to get any rhythm. So we had 1 assist the first half. 1. All right, we had 7 for the game. That's embarrassing. That's no ball movement. That's not guys making plays for each other. Yes, we did miss some shots, that you're going to hit, but you're going to have off shooting nights. And on those nights that you don't shoot it well, you got to beat somebody on the boards, and you got to beat somebody defensively, and we obviously didn't do that.
James, with a lot of veteran guards in particular, Dana, on the sideline, in the huddles, and during timeouts, in terms of going forward, where do you see by way of leadership? Because for a lot of these guys, I'm sure this is the worst loss of their careers. And for guys like Will and Eric, that's a hard one to take because they've been here and not suffered something like this.
Yeah. No, collectively, they've got to do a good job. They've got to make sure that, they handle themselves well. It's hard to expect that from freshmen and the new guys. So that leadership's got to come from the guys who have been there and done that. But you're right. Will and Eric haven't been beat like this. Davion hasn't been. Quincy hasn't. I doubt Jacob has. So, the 5 guys that we're expecting a lot from, we'll see how they respond.
Zach?
Coach, what's the mood like in the locker room after a loss like this, and how much are you looking forward to next week and a chance to bounce back in the Maui?
Well, they were down. You know, they were down, and I told them that, you know, it's my fault because my demands obviously haven't been high enough for execution for the boards, because they're better players than that, individually, and so collectively we got to have a better team. And you know, I was just really disappointed in the way we responded when we faced some adversity for the first time, because those guys have faced adversity before, but as a team we haven't, and we sure did not handle it well. So a lot of things to work on. I still believe we have good talent, that we're a good team, but we got it handed to us tonight, and that's on me. Again, I'm disappointed in those guys, but not nearly as disappointed as I am in myself. And I sincerely mean that. I'm not covering for them. I am mad at myself, because there's no way with the talent level we have on this team that should happen. And it did. We didn't move the ball because I haven't made them move the ball. We didn't rebound because I haven't made them rebound. We didn't defend because I have not made them defend. And so I am upset with myself much, much more than I am with the guys.
In the back right, Kate.
Coach, it's one thing to be upset with yourself, but are these guys still trying to develop chemistry and get to know what it's like playing with one another? Because they've been together since the summer, but they're finally playing different opponents and getting into game style rather than just practice.
Oh, absolutely. No. I knew we'd have some growing pains. I didn't know they'd be like this, but I did know we'd have some growing pains. And, we got a little too comfortable with ourselves after, a couple of performances where we did move the ball pretty well and made some shots. But we definitely didn't have that energy and missed some shots early. And then we just tried to do it individually, which never works. And it sure didn't tonight.
Kind of a unique period now with 5 days without a game until you go to Vegas. Just what do you imagine these 5 days are going to be like for you guys in practice?
Well, like I said, I have not done a good job, so I'm not even going to blame this on any of my staff. This is on me. So we'll take tomorrow. We'll try to regroup, and then we're going to practice hard. And we're going to demand some things, and some guys are going to get their feelings hurt. And but I think their feelings are pretty hurt right now also. And if we don't change some things, it's you play 30-some games, you're going to have a couple but it shouldn't have been tonight. There was absolutely no reason for that. We weren't beat up, we weren't injured, we just didn't get it done.
James. Because I'm not sure if we'll get you before Vegas, Dana. Just was curious my way of scheduling. We hadn't gone over it yet. You had the Michigan game, you had the Houston game. I get Houston because they're in this bracket, but just how did some of this come together? Were you just paired up with Chaminade, and was the Houston games and Michigan games that were on the schedule come off because, well, Houston's in this and Michigan just didn't want to live up to it? Or
Houston and us always agreed, since we were both going to Maui, that they would come the following year. So Houston's, been great to work with. Michigan, we've got to get something on the calendar for them, and so that's got to be worked out. But Houston always was going to be the following year.
Right here on the right.
How would you assess BYU's guard play tonight from what you saw?
I'm sorry?
BYU's guard play tonight?
Alex did a great job. He really played well. Lucas really played well. I thought they played really good. We knew Lucas, was a good penetrator. He hit a couple threes. I think he's been struggling a little bit from three. Alex has shot it really well from three. So, no, we knew they were experienced, good guards, and they played really well. We gave Alex some couple threes that, he's just not going to miss those shots. And like I said, Lucas is really a good driver going to his right, and we let him have his right hand, and he finished. So we did a poor job defensively. We let them play to their strengths, and they took away what we had been doing well. I don't know if they took it away or if we took it away ourselves, but we sure didn't get it done.
Good. All right. Thank you, Coach.
All right.